So apologies for my appearance. I have had a cold for the last 5 days, so quite sniffly, got a very red nose. But I had a day off booked today. I book a day off every 6 months to have the horse's teeth done, the vaccination boosters, and usually the farrier kind of joined in that day. So I thought I would give you a little bit of an update, kind of the pony maintenance day, but also an update on Qantas. Little boy. Hi. Oh, you're so handsome. Hey. So Qantas had his rescan at the vets today. It went so better than expected, but not as good as I hoped, if that makes sense. I know that doesn't really make sense. So I guess maybe one of my flaws, or maybe it's one of the positive things about me, I'm not sure. I always wish for the very, very best, almost impossible, but I always expect it to be bad. So the vets were really, really pleased with how he's doing. He's probably about 1/10 lame now, and the power is down in that bicep, but way better than they thought he would be doing. They're actually really, really pleased and think that the chances of him coming back to full health and into ridden work are really, really good. Hey Q, I'm not sure how you'll feel about that. Hey, I think you quite like having the holiday. But I've also thought, because I've had quite a few questions recently on my kind of social media DMs about the horses, kind of more like their age, their height, their breeding and things like that. So I thought today would be a really good opportunity, seeing as my passports are already out for vaccination boosters, to give you that update. So we'll start with Qantas. So his show name is Qantas. We call him Q Boyd, Q Ball. Hello. And he was bred by Equine Arabians in Wales, but I bought him from someone who had bought him from them. So he's kind of like third hand from the breeders to me. He was born on the 17th of July 2014, so actually quite a late, not late, but a late fall for the UK breeding season. They're usually kind of April, May time. So I don't really know that much about breeding. When I look for a horse, I don't really look into breeding that much. I just think it's so variable. Yes, some really well-bred horses do really well, but also they have got to have come from nowhere to begin with. So I'm sure there are some horses that no one really looks into their breeding and then they do really, really well, and then people breed from them. So I don't really look into it that much. But for the people that are interested, Qantas is, now I know that you're meant to say out of the dam and by the sire. So he's by designed and he's out of Siada, which is PS. I'll put it up on the screen. I'll put like his family tree up on the screen. And he is 7 now, and he's 14.2, maybe 14.3 now. He's actually a little bit taller than Rue, and Rue is 14.2. I've measured it recently, so probably 14.3. Hey, oh boy. He's not done any further than 30k. He's still on pleasure rides, so he's still got his novice endurance season to do. Third time lucky next year, maybe, guys. So we're just waiting for the farrier, the dentist for him. He doesn't need a booster. So we'll go and get Rue, who's having a booster, because competition horses need to have had a flu vaccination. I think it's 6 months and 28 days within that period, so he needs a bit of a booster to come in line with all the others so that he can be done 6 monthly as well. So we'll go get them, and then I will talk you through Tissy and Rue's breeding too. Hey, good boy. Little grumpy face. Say hi, Rue. Say hi, Wizzle. Hello. Next up we have Tissy. So her show name is HS Amethysta. She was bred at Halsden Arabians down in Devon. I've had her since I was 10 years old, so that's 20 years together now. She is 14 hands, so she's, oh, itchy nose. She's a little pocket rocket, she really is. Her extended trot is speedy, faster than most horses' canters. But her breeding, I'll put up on the screen now, her like family tree. But she is, I dropped her passport in a bucket of water, and it's looking a little bit worse for wear, isn't it, Wizzle? So she is by Platoon HT and out of Awangarda. and her date of birth is the 31st of May 1998, so she is now 23. You're getting on, Whizzlebutt. Obviously you all know her kind of pet names: Tissy, Whiz, Whizzlebutt. Whizzlebutt the Great is my favourite. But yeah, she's got a purple passport because she is FEI registered, so you send off your normal National Federation passport and then it comes back purple, or it used to. I haven't had a horse registered for the FEI for a while, so I'm not sure what they do now. It's your passport, in case when you're grown up and you do really well and want to go anywhere. Next up is Roo. So as you all know, haven't had him for very long. He's on loan from a private yard, so he wasn't bred at a big stud, he was bred by a private yard. They've bred a handful of horses actually. So his show name is Est Kanga, hence Kangaroo, and he was born on the 12th of May 2013, so he's 8. I'll put up his family tree like the other two, but he is by Castlebar Gulfstream, so Australian bred, and his dam is Felina Bint Shatan, so from the Warrens Hill stud lines. He obviously hasn't done much yet. He's done a few 30-ish around that kind of distance novice rides, but he's yet to do his 40-kilometre novice rides to start him on his FEI qualification journey. But hopefully in a few weeks' time we might get to do his first one. It'll be good, wouldn't it, Roo? So he is 14.2. He's quite chunky actually. He's one of my thicker set horses I've ever had, and his mane is incredible. You could probably mistake him for a Highland pony with that mane. Ponies are eating haylage, I'm eating a chocolate biscuit. The vet is on her way to give you a little flu booster, and then he'll be all ready to be on a 6-monthly rotation for competition. You're going to be good. Do you want a chocolate biscuit? I don't think chocolate biscuits are good for ponies. Hey? Hi. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go.
Boy sweetness.
Very unexciting. That's what we like.
Yeah, very nice and chilled.
Now we wait for whoever comes first, the farrier or the dentist. Bets are on. Sleepy, sedated pony. Pleased. Little Roo. Look at that big tongue. Farrier, dentist farrier. Roo's prep for his first ride. The bits taken out. Oh.
That's where that hole is. We took this week last time. It's healed beautifully.
There you go. All done. Vaccinated, dentist and farrier. Just got to put some hoof solution and dressing on now. And you're all prepped. Okay? A little tip is I also put this over his scar that he's got on the back of his hoof, just to keep the scar nice and moist. I know, you find it tickly though, don't you? put it down. There we go. Hoof solution and dressing on. You might have seen in the little clips of the Farrier that Roo has had some tungsten pins put in his shoes. That's because his next ride is quite slippy, it's quite steep, there's a lot of road work. So we've got them for a little bit of extra grip. Hey, good boy. So all the ponies done, their day of having MOTs all sorted. Tissy did have to have another tooth out, but otherwise her teeth are looking really good. Qantas didn't really need anything doing, and Roo just had a little tidy up. So all good, huh? And look at this nose. Look at this nose from the licket. Hey, I always give them a licket while they're with the Farrier, because Roo and Qantas started off not being particularly good with the Farrier, so distracting them with the licket helps. But it does make you very messy. So I'm just gonna take Roo training now, finish off the day, and then we're gonna go home. What a busy day, huh? What a busy day.